Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to ChatGPT Insights, where we dive into the latest news and trends that shape our world. Today, we're talking about President Trump's sweeping global tariffs and the surprising connection between the White House and a simple chatbot. It started with a tweet storm on social media, as users tried to make sense of the complex math behind the tariffs. Economists like James Surowiecki quickly reverse-engineered a possible explanation, revealing that the White House used a formula that's essentially a simplified version of his own work. But how did they get there? According to The Verge, when chatbots were asked for a simple way to rectify trade imbalances with other countries, they all suggested a formula that aligns closely with the one used by the White House. It seems like the administration might have taken some cues from online discussions about trade imbalances. But is it really surprising? I mean, chatbots are notorious for mimicking popular ideas and trends. The thing is, The Verge found that there's no evidence to suggest the White House actually used a basic chatbot over experienced economists. However, we do know they've had their fair share of controversies surrounding consumer apps, like using Signal to discuss confidential war plans with Elon Musk. And let's not forget about Trump's recent plans to use AI across the federal government to cut costs. But what really stands out here is that some countries on the list aren't even inhabited, Heard Island, anyone, and other countries being hit with tariffs, like Australia, have a surplus with the US. It's hard not to wonder if they even read the tariff list before sharing it. Now you might be thinking, what's behind these tariffs? Well, there are perfectly good reasons why countries have trade deficits and surpluses. The US is a service economy, where we do the design work and manage supply chains while outsourcing labor-intensive tasks to other nations. And every country has a comparative advantage, something they do better than others. But President Trump seems to think that factories will magically come roaring back if he just deported some migrants. Unfortunately for him, that's not exactly how trade works. Americans don't want to do the grunt work. We're happy to import goods from countries that are willing to put in the labor. So what can we take away from this story? For one, it highlights the importance of critical thinking when it comes to online information. Just because a chatbot says something doesn't mean it's true, especially if you preface it with, "I've heard a lot of people saying that." And for another, it shows us how quickly the White House can jump on trends and ideas without fully understanding their implications. As AI becomes more pervasive in our lives, we need to be careful about where we're getting our information from. That's all for today's episode of ChatGPT Insights. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of politics, artificial intelligence, and trade tariffs. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking questions.